Amira Willehagen and Ruan Dutoit is singing The Phantom of the Opera, one of the greatest songs in the world, and not since Michael Crawford singing with the great Sarah Brightman. I'm telling you, have I been so excited to come across this version of The Phantom of the Opera. Lots of people, thousands of people around the world have tried to sing this. And I say try, because in my estimation, my musical ears, I've never heard a recording quite like Michael Crawford's or Sarah Brightman's. But now in 2025, one of the biggest Dutch stars sings with one of the greatest, in my view, male South African stars, Ruan Dutoit, which will be a name you have to get used to, and just say Ruan, singing with Amira, and that'll be enough, because the fans will forgive you, because they too are in love with this version. It takes you back to the Pop Classics live show that happened in 2023. When they stood on stage, I don't think anybody could have expected Amira to have given such a performance. We're so used to the standard performance, but to get something that is so special, you just hold it in the palm of your hand and you never want to let go of it. It's like one of those things in life, and my ears were orgasmic after the performance. Now in 2024, I said, CC, put this on your channel, and I didn't. I didn't because my channel exploded with new artists. I had to go through a long list. I promised in 22, a lot of fans, yes, I'll feature your artist. So I had promises to keep. Now Amira still sits with those videos. I did 2 videos of her, one particular video, up in my top 10 for the last 2 years. So she's never gone away. I think this is going to surpass it because it's the greatest version of 2 people singing this song ever since Michael. And I'm going to say ever. I don't care who you say, oh no, it's a good version, but not as good as, oh, and you put a link and you tell me to listen to. I have listened to hundreds of versions of this song. I'm a Phantom of the Opera fanatic, and I love Andrew Lloyd Webber to bits for creating some of the most incredible music of our time. But never did I think anything could surpass Sarah Brightman or Michael Crawford, because you've got to understand, since they performed it and it went out and they had their success with it and they reinvented it time and time again, we needed new fresh blood to gift the Phantom of the Opera something special. Well, I can think of 2 names that would be worthy of Broadway, worthy of any show in the world, to stand on stage and entertain the audience the way this song's going to entertain you, by Amira and Ruan. I'm blown away by it, and I'm going to give you a little bit of bio about the 2 stars themselves. But we're going to go all the way down to the philanthropy that I'm very interested in Amira, and I want to highlight. Amira is a Dutch soprano who won the 6th season of The Holland's Got Talent in 2013, and she's never looked back, and she's done lots of different things. But this is what I found absolutely heart-wrenching and warming about this star. Her philanthropy is that in South Africa, when she was visiting her grandmother, she went out to play and realized that there was only stones to play with, basically, and there was nothing else. There was nothing, no playground, nothing for the children to entertain themselves. And when she went back inside, she said to her grandmother one day, I am going to make sure when I have money, I'm going to build playgrounds for children in South Africa. I'm going to give something back to the communities so the children have something. 13 were built in so far in this philanthropy. And her other charitable actions worth mentioning are she's contributed towards the typhoon in the Philippines in 2013, for UNICEF 2014, to the bushfires and the victims of the devastating bushfires around Kinsna, which is a town in the Western Cape province of South Africa. I just wanted to get that right. In an extra concert in 2017. In August 2020, she donated $5,200 to the Solidarity Helping Hand. Thus, a lot of children have got gifts in the form of food and juices. I'm absolutely thrilled to have her back on my channel. A person of worth like that How do you surpass reading that out? You listen to her voice. That's how you surpass it. Because the angels at Christmas time certainly came down and blessed her in 23 with this performance. And I think going into 25, and I've got such a great feeling about myself for this year, that I feel I want to do something special. And finding this was, oh, that's a song I should have done. Well, forget about I should have, I ought to have. It's going to happen right now in a few minutes, not until we learn about Ruan de Trois. He's a South African singer, grew up in Port Elizabeth, and currently lives in Pretoria. He sings in 6 languages, mainly Afrikaans and English. The song he's most noted for is the English song The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, because he joined the music group Touch of Class in 2012, performed it with guitarist Dion van Merwe for a few years, and it was one of his biggest hits, doing the cover version. Right up to 2019, he decided to focus on a solo career again, and am I glad he is doing that. Devastatingly handsome, I'll say that. You've got Ruan, great looks, a great face to suit that ostentatious character that is the Phantom of the Opera. Now he's disfigured, he's got different things going on, but at the end of the day, you're playing well and you also sing the song beautifully well. And if there's 2 people, honestly, that should be in Broadway singing the Phantom of the Opera for a new generation of fans, Amira, Ruan, Andrew Lloyd Webber, if you're listening, these are the people, because not since Michael Crawford have I been so entertained. And even playing it recently over Christmas 24 into 25, I rekindled something inside, and it was that soulful experience you get with Amira's voice. And now because of her Ruan's voice, it just lights the furnace inside your soul when you listen to the 2 of them. And you do feel blessed knowing you're a music reactor reacting to quality voices and artists like this. It brings such pleasure to me, especially in starting a year that I feel is going to be very good to me. So after saying all of that, what is, for those that, and there's still legions of fans and coming up liking opera music but not really knowing what it's about, the synopsis is, it's a musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Lyrics by Charles Hart, additional lyrics by Richard Stilgoe, and a libretto by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Stilgoe. It was based on a novel by Gaston Leroux, and it tells the story of a beautiful soprano, Christine Daae, who Amira sings one of the songs, who becomes the obsession of a mysterious and disfigured musical genius, played by Ruan in this case, even though it's just a song, in the subterranean labyrinth beneath the Paris Opera House. And from that moment, we take you, and I'm good, because it's live, I'm just going to bring you to the point, if God is good, and I'm bringing you down just to this point off, because it's a long performance and I don't want to. But from this point on, you will savor it. There are no lyrics to break down. It's been interpreted too many times. I would just be adding fuel to the fire, as in people going, oh, I just want to hear the song. So let's just hear it. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Please comment, like, and do join my channel. It's a small channel that started to explode in 25. It went from 1,800 to over 7,500. Can I even double that this year? Fingers crossed. I feel I will, especially if I play artists like this, singing like this.
Sing once again with me our strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. You give your love to me, for love is blind. The phantom of the opera is there inside your mind.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear.